It's me, Jock Floyd. I'm back again. Tonight we're gonna have chicken and ham pie. So here we've got I'm gonna do it with a short crust pastry bottom, and I'm gonna bake this blind in the oven for about half an hour at 180 degrees. So I just put the short crust pastry into the dish like this, and I'm going to bake it blind with blind bacon beans. I'll show you that in a minute. And the reason for baking it blind is so you don't end up with one of these infamous soggy bottoms on your pie, and it holds the shape of the pastry as well. And that's the reason behind the bacon blind, because if you put your pie mixture straight into here, then it won't work properly. It'll end up really soggy. So there you go, that's the pastry all trimmed in the dish, ready for the blind beans. So here I've got a piece of greaseproof paper, which I made into, well, French terminology is called a cartouche. You just fold your paper in a square and then make like a triangle shape, and then you can cut it all out to the size that you want for whatever size of dish you've got. And then I've got my blind beans here. As I said, you can get these beans at any supermarket, or you can use split peas or anything, but then you can reuse them again and again and again. So that's stage one, and now I'll just whack this in the oven for half an hour at 180. Right, for the next bit is the sauce for the pie. So here I've got equal quantities are going to be of flour and butter. So I've got 60 grams of each, flour and butter. It's got to be equal quantities for the roux, as they say in professional terminology. So you just mix that in. It's on a low heat. And then I'm just going to let this cook out for a few minutes. And at the back here, I've got my pan of chicken stock, which I cooked my 2 supremes in, but I've also added 3 chicken stock cubes to that for extra flavour. And then I'm going to slowly add the stock to this once it's cooked for a few minutes. And in French terminology, this would be called a velouté, the sauce. But at the end, I'm going to add the chicken and the ham, which I've already got diced over here. The chicken and the ham. There's about 120 grams of chicken and 120 grams of diced cooked ham as well. So now I'm going to start slowly adding my chicken stock to the roux. Just add a small amount at a time, and then I'll just turn the gas up a wee bit. And then you can slowly start stirring this in. And you just let it cook out each time you add your stock to your roux. Some people use a whisk for this, but I was taught a long time ago to use a spoon. But there you go. And then it starts sort of leaving the pan at the bottom and the sides So then I know that I can start adding some more chicken stock. And then we'll just keep going doing this until we'll get it up to the consistency that we need. So as you can see now, we've got it coming up to the consistency slowly. I've been doing this for a few minutes now. Let's add some more stock. And this actual sauce, this velouté, is chicken velouté it would be called. It's got quite a lot of derivatives. You can use it for making sauce dishes with brandy or white wine, cream, all for chicken. And this is actually the basis actually as well. You can make chicken soup exactly the same way. Obviously you make it slightly thinner for the soup. So as you can see there, I've got a decent sort of consistency there on the back of the spoon. And I've also added a little touch of salt and pepper to this. So I'm going to leave it at that consistency for just now. And I'll let this cook for about 20 minutes. And then I'm going to add my chicken and my ham. And then some double cream. And that'll be it ready to go into the pie base. Now this has been simmering away now for about 20 minutes. I've just put in an addition of a handful of frozen peas into it as well, into the ham and the chicken. And 60 ml of double cream. And look at that consistency, absolutely gorgeous. And it tastes fantastic as well. So that's your filling for your pie. And I won't be using it all because there's obviously quite a lot there, but I'm sure I can add some mushrooms to this for tomorrow, and onions and garlic, and do a chicken and ham a la king if you like, served with rice. That's also a good one. And this is the shortcrust pastry, which is, well, obviously out of the oven now. But what I did with this was 10 minutes before the half hour, I just took the beans out just to dry out the base a bit. So I just left it for another 10 minutes at 150 degrees just to dry the base out. So now I'm just going to let this cool down. We'll let this cool down and then we'll finish it off. Right, here's the next step. I've got the puff pastry here. I'm putting a puff pastry top on this pie, and I've rolled it out, and it's about 3 millimeters thick, 500 grams of puff pastry, and I've used the back of one of my knives to make this grid effect on it. And then I'll just pick it up on the rolling pin, like so, and then bring the pie into plate. And on the pie I've got a little egg cup in the middle, and that's just to keep the pastry raised in the middle to save it from sinking in when it's cooking. And around the edge of the dish I'm just putting a little bit of egg wash on, all the way around, just to help the pastry stay in place, like that. And then I'm going to roll the pastry on. There we go. Simples. And then just gently push it down there. then what I'll do now is I'll just cut off this excess. Just use a little cook's knife for this and cut it off all the way around. Like so. There we go. Voila. Now what I'll do with that is I'll just lightly crimp the edge with my fingers. Just do this all the way around. And this makes an excellent little pie. Like that. And then egg wash all over the top, just to glaze it when it's baking in the oven. So I'll stick this in the oven now for about another half an hour. It's nice and golden brown. There we go. Wonderful. And I might even put a little leaf on top. A little bit of pastry here. Just cut it into a little leaf shape. So here's my little leaf. Just use the back of the knife again. Just for decoration. It's my little trademark, if you like. There we go. Nice little leaf. And then I can just throw that on the top of the pie. Right in the middle. There we'll have it. And a little bit of egg wash in the leaf. And now we'll stick it in the oven for half an hour. And that's the finished result. Look at that. What a pie. A pie to die for. Thank you again. Jock Floyd on food.